Power couples, attend the Not Easily Broken Summit. One day only, Saturday, April 2nd, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event will be held at Houston Baptist University. Keynote speakers, Apostles Tony and Cynthia Brazel.
He will not let you down. Your expectation will not be cut off. It will not be denied. God will see to it that you get whatever he has for you. If you just simply hold on immediately. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it feels like. Doesn't matter what it sounds like. When you have a touch of faith immediately, you know within yourself that you've been made.
Some people don't want to be well. Some people like people pitying over them and leaning over them and say, oh, baby, baby, baby. No! So Jesus is saying to this man, what he say to you, do you want to be healed? Do you want to come out of that debt? Do you want to come out of that sickness? Do you want to come out of that failed marriage? Do you want to come out of that bad relationship? Do you want to be healed of your rejection and all your hurt and all of your pain and all your disappointments? Do you want to be healed of your bitterness and your unforgiveness? Do you want me to heal you?
Guest speaker, Apostle Charles Perry of Word of Restoration International Church.
I am Apostle Charles Perry, Senior Pastor of Word of Restoration International Church. Join me on Saturday, April the 2nd at 9 a.m. for the Power Couple Summit. I will be sharing on the biblical principles of money in marriage. And you can register at the link below, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Word of God. The Bible said Jesus spoke to that tree and said, no man will eat fruit of thee hereafter forever. Watch the next part of that verse. And his disciples heard it. You doing too much whispering. You grew up in a house that I grew up in. Big mama say, what all that whispering for over there? What y'all whisper? Why are you whispering? Speak the word. Stop whispering and speak the word of God. Speak with boldness. Speak with power. Speak with some fervency. Open your mouth and say what God said. Call that thing that be not as though they were. Talk to the devil and let him know, no, devil, not today. You got the wrong one.
And story time with Dr. Michael and Sharon Stevens. April 2nd. All roads lead to HBU for the Power Couple Summit. VIP packages include 2 signature event shirts, reserved seating, and a special gift from the host, Randy and Michelle Harden. Get your tickets today. NotEasylyBroken.org. We look forward to seeing you there.
You moving like you in a choir.
I used to be. I used to be.
You used to be. Did you used to sing?
I used to sing.
Hello, everybody. We sorry.
Hey,
hello.
hey.
We can talk anytime, all the time.
That's right. That's
together
right.
every day, which we do from the time we wake up in the morning.
I wake up first and go to talking.
I go to bed last, and I'm talking while he's asleep. I'm actually reading.
No, really what you're doing, you're talking to me about coming to bed. Yeah.
That is the conversation. Guys, welcome to Power Couple Conversations. Woo! We want you right now, guys, to tag, to share, to like this broadcast. Yes. We have some exciting news that we're dropping on tonight. But before we do so, guys, you have any opening greetings you want to? Oh, you got a hair right here, honey.
I'm sorry. Just put
this my hair?
What? She trying to start something. Already. Listen. That's what I meant to say.
Thank you so much for being with us on tonight. Stay tuned. We have an amazing show for you on tonight. But did you have any opening words before we watch this clip?
Really just want to ask the people, open up your minds and know that God will heal us from anything.
Yes.
He will help you through anything. And he will be the light to get you to your exit, to your freedom.
Amen.
So now this is.
Are you doing a shameless plug?
I was. I really
This is
was.
about the Power Couple
That's right.
Summit
That's
coming
right.
up April the 2nd, guys. Before we go into what we have prepared for you on tonight, we're going to run a clip. We want you to take notes because we're going to talk about this video. So
it won't be long. It won't be long.
No, it's not a long video. So stay tuned, take notes, chat with us in the chat, and we'll be right back. Right back.
Says, it is not good for this man to be alone. I will make for him what? A helper. Now listen to me, guys. That means when God was building the woman, listen carefully, everything he built in her, intellect, intuition, intelligence, skill, planning, wisdom, ideas, you know, all kinds of wonderful suggestions, all that equipment, everything she has is for you, dummy. Now listen to me. This is why most men need teaching. Because when you meet a woman, she comes equipped. But when the man sees her, he is threatened because he ain't got no project for her to work on. You getting it? So here comes this woman with all kinds of PhDs, master's degree, intelligence, intuition, ideas, wisdom, goals, plan, all this strategy. And she comes and she says, hi there. And you become intimidated by the thing that was made just for you. And what do? You call her aggressive. She ain't aggressive, she's equipped. You call her aggressive because you don't know what to do with the equipment. You know, most men marry women like companies hire people. Sometimes you hire a person and then don't give them anything to do. That's the most frustrating thing in the world, is to hire someone and don't tell them what to do. Listen carefully, this is very important. That is why the first thing God gave the male was work. Because when a man discovers his work, now he's ready for a woman who comes to help him with the work. Now, if a woman marries a man and he doesn't know his own vision, his own work, then he has brought frustration in the house. Write this down. A woman needs the male's work to be fulfilled. She's a helper. Oh, by the way, remember about 15 years ago, I was teaching this principle to someone, a group of people in Malaysia. And after I finished it, I was talking to some of the men afterwards, and the Lord showed me something. He says, look, he says, a helper, follow this now. He says, a helper comes to help you. Now, if I want to lift this podium and I need help, I either need someone just as strong as me or stronger. Am I right? I'm trying to lift this, I need help. In other words, we think the woman is the weaker vessel. The word weaker in the Bible, used once for women, it means delicate. It doesn't mean no strength. The helper has to be either just as strong or stronger to help you with your work. Men consider women a threat because the men don't have any work for the woman to do. So what do you have? Number 4, the woman is equipped to help the man with his work, his vision, and the woman needs a man who knows his work. I advise women all the time. I said, look, if a man wants to marry you, your first question is not, do you love me? Wrong question. Why? Because that's not the first thing God gave the male. The first question a woman should ask a man who wants to marry him is, where are you going? I want to know your future. Show me your vision on paper. Why? You asking me to follow you. I want to know where you're going. What are we going to do together? Work before woman. Vision before woman. Assignment before woman. Your vision is the key to the woman's fulfillment. My wife is the happiest woman in the world. Because when she met me, I was already in my work. Wow. When a man has found his work, he secures the peace of the woman.
Wow.
A woman doesn't come to compete with you. She came to complete you.
All right now. Wow. Wow.
Now let me tell you something about women. Because God equipped them to help and they come into your life, if you ain't doing nothing, they're going to help themselves. They're going to start their own businesses. They're going to start their own projects, start their own ministry because you ain't doing nothing. Do you know what your wife is waiting for? A plan. When you leave this conference, you need to go home with a vision for your life.
Power.
All right. Listen.
That was phenomenal. Ooh. That was loaded with so many nuggets.
We didn't even plan that.
No, we didn't plan
I'm
the wow.
As far as the wow and all of that there, but golly, wow.
Loaded with so many nuggets.
Dr. Miles Monroe.
Yeah, definitely he was a father of marriage. He and Dr. Ruth were parents of marriage. And so when we found that clip, it was like, it just really resonated with us. Some of the things he said. So you was taking notes, honey. What did you get? And you guys, y'all chat with us while y'all in the chat. Go ahead and tell us what you heard, what you saw.
This is a verse that a Bible verse that I always say. And now I'm gonna put chapter and verse on it.
Okay.
Genesis the second chapter, 18th verse.
Okay.
And it says that when a man findeth a wife, he found a good thing and obtained favor with the Lord. Because
that's in Genesis, honey?
Wait a minute.
I want you to, because you was looking for that's the helper. So you was looking for the word helper. Yeah. So that's a Proverbs, what you was talking about, because I'm your helper, right?
You got that right.
But I know what you was looking for. He was looking for the word help.
I was looking for the word help to identify. That's right. Help. My wife, hey, listen.
And it don't mean that the woman is weak. It just means that we're delicate. Come on,
that's what he said. What?
Come on. Listen. And then he also says, he says that, she came equipped. The woman came into the world, she was equipped before she met the husband. She was already created to be that helper. And so that's exciting to know.
Whatever he needs.
Yeah. And I always like to say that the man has the seed, but the woman has the womb.
That's right. That's right.
He has the seed, but in order for his dreams, his visions, his exit to his freedom to be birthed out, it had to come through a womb. So you can't do one without the other. The womb can't birth anything that they don't have a seed for.
And guess what? Us as men, I know coming home from a hard day's work, we'll find ourselves sometime being upset at the job. Something happened at the job, and then we bring it home. We're frustrated. What Dr. Miles Monroe say, you bringing that frustration in the house.
In the house. And you have to be careful what you bring in the house.
Yeah.
Be careful what you bring in the house.
I mean, now they got people now that take their shoes off at their door. Because they very careful about what
they bring in the house.
You better hear what I say. So, I'm going to take my text right on that right there. Mm-hmm.
So knowing what to do with the equipment, knowing what to do with how you gifted is a chemistry between the two, between the husband and the wife, knowing what we both have and valuing one another's gifts and talents and knowing how we operate together. I love the way he framed it, is that we don't compete, but we complete. You know, we're complete together, but we don't compete with one another. What you have to say about that?
Well, you know, at one time I had somebody that called me this name, and boy, look here, it showed me that I was getting there. I'm talking about meaning strength in the Lord, finding something else to think about or talk about when somebody says something crazy. Somebody called me at your event off of I-10. Don't tell me. The event was entitled tell me, back.
I don't know.
You might help off of I-10.
Single for a Season?
Single for a Season.
You can remember.
When Michelle was doing the Single for a Season, I'm out there at a table. And the young lady came up in my face and she's talking. But she was that close talking to me. And I'm just, you know, I'm fresh out and I'm just looking at her. And she said something fly.
What'd she say?
You heard what she said. You heard what the woman said. I'm not going to get all bashful like that and talk about that part. But my point is this, is that I was already taken.
Yeah,
and then even with the past that we had during that time, 2 or 3 years or whatever, it wasn't time. It's like putting cornbread in the oven. You don't just take it out 10 minutes later. It takes time. And so even with the 18 years that we was, you know, not in contact, God had to prepare you, because what? It wasn't time.
It wasn't time. You couldn't handle it back then. You weren't ready.
You couldn't handle it.
All right, guys. So here it is. We're ready. We hope that you've already registered for the Not Easily Broken Summit happening on Saturday, April the 2nd. We're going to tell you a couple of reasons why you want to register right now. Do it right now. Number one is because we'll be ordering your signature shirts. Your signature shirts come in your package. So we want to make sure we have the correct sizes. So after this order, I don't know, you may have to wear that extra large or that 2X, whatever's available. But we have to place it in. Or yes, Philip, we're ready for you guys to come from Kansas. We're going to see you guys at the event. No, that's not Kansas. That's Houston. That's Philip and Brenda Burton. Hello, you guys in Houston, Texas. In Houston, Texas.
Hello, Mother.
Philip from
Hello,
Kansas.
Mother Harden.
And Kim Yancey. Hi, guys. Go ahead and share this, because we have some important information we're dropping tonight.
And you don't want to miss it.
So what we want you guys to do is go ahead and register. Go to Not Easily Broken. It's right there on the screen, and go ahead and to secure your tickets. So that's one thing, because of the t-shirts and the orders that we're basically, you know, putting all of the excellence to this event in advance. We don't like working at last minute. So go ahead and do that for us so you can be counted for. The other thing is we want to introduce and talk about our honorees. Many of you guys did not know that we were actually honoring couples. And so we're going to go through the whole spiel, and it's important for y'all to stay to the end, because it's critical. It's important what we're about to say.
The great information is coming. It's coming.
So it's in no order. We're just going to talk about each honoree, and we'll start with the one that's been married the shortest time.
Okay.
So that's going to be the Rogers. Roderick and Ramona Rogers.
That's right.
So talk a little bit about them.
You know, me and Roger hit it off right off the bat.
Roderick.
Roderick. I couldn't never say his name. Mr. Rogers is what I call him.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers. You always call him Mr. Rogers.
Listen, we understand that it's sometimes hard for men to connect, but for a woman, hey, they connect all the time. I can count my friends on one hand. You know, people that I share with, people that I talk with on a daily basis. And Roderick was Mr. Rogers, was one of those people that we had kicked it so tough. And I mean, we kicked it, just connected, and just to see that I had something in common with him, he had something in common with me. And I think it's just the drive, you know what I'm saying, to get what he was trying to get, and setting it, and God has set him up, you know, and so his story is beautiful.
Yeah, they have an amazing
story.
And you can go back and watch the replays, because we interviewed them earlier this month, or a little last month. Somewhere in between there. Go back and look for that interview. They'll tell you exactly how they met. But we're honoring them because they are a power of justice. And so he's now currently running for Justice of the Peace Precinct 5, Seat 2. I think I got it correct. Precinct 5,
and
Seat 2.
Ramona,
And Ramona Franklin is already a judge in the criminal courts. And so they have been a power couple since the day they met. They automatically knew that they were going to be together. And so just their love story has been amazing to us. And she has been like a big sister to us as well. And so we're just grateful that we've connected with them. So we're going to be honoring them at the conference. And they've been married 3 years. They've been married 3 years.
Power of Justice.
Power of Justice.
Wow.
Wow, that got a nice ring to it. Power of Justice.
It does.
And then the next couple we're going to honor is, I call them my coaches. We just did a 24-mile ride on bikes this past Saturday.
She say we now.
Yeah. Well, I did, but since we won, I guess we did.
She can't go without me.
So I did a 24-mile ride, and it was funny because one of the guys was like, of course, I hadn't ridden in a while, and everybody was kind of a little rusty riding their bikes. So we went out to Manville, and we were riding in the cow pasture. That's all we saw was field and dirt and all of that kind of good stuff. But this power couple, they did not leave me. Matter of fact, Rodney and Tracy Alexander, we were out there about 9 other people riding. And so when we got towards the end, guys, it was hard. It was really hard. And literally, Rodney said, Michelle, just keep pedaling, keep pedaling. So he literally took his hand in my back and just pushed me all along to the gas station. I broke out of wind, but we're honoring them because they have broke the boundaries of just the commonality of being a power couple. We watched them, we've traced them, and they are our power couple of athletes or of sports. Yes. They run a nonprofit bike club. And I'm telling you, they're not, novice at this. They've been doing it for a while, and they found their passion, and they're living in it.
Well, let me ask you something. Do I have to trade in my Huffy and get one of them old expensive bikes like y'all?
If you want to be fast like us,
I don't want to get rid of my
Because let me tell you, my bike, you think my bike is an expensive bike, and it should, they were faster than me. I mean, literally at one point, I went 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, because I had got the word once y'all pulled up.
But it was
I had got the word that you was doing 20 miles an hour.
I did 20 miles an hour, yeah.
I'm like, that's fun. A go-kart or something. You was moving.
Yeah, we was riding on the side of 288, going in through Manville on Highway 6. Man, but it was good. It was very
proud of you, though. I was proud of you.
Thank you.
I was proud of you.
All right.
We're moving on.
They've been married 35 years. They just made 35 years on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So that's another power couple that we're honoring. And then we have Pastor David and Lady Regina Allen of Christ Temple Apostolic Church. They another one of our honorees that we'll be honoring on April the 2nd. I have to get my dates right. April the 2nd. Now, these are our pastor and first lady. Our pastor and our first lady. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Of Christ Temple Apostolic Church. So what can you say about them?
Well, let me say this here first and foremost. We got much love for our pastor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our first lady.
Yeah.
We love you too.
Thank you. Look, she's watching. Look how she's watching. Oh my God. You better watch it, Randy.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch. That's my first lady though.
If she was on the screen, we'll have to pass the salt between her and Randy because they really
But I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Pastor have a big heart. And anything I believe that Lady Regina want to do, Pastor gonna make sure it get done, or he gonna walk her through it. That there alone shows me, that it tells me that they are a powerful couple.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people don't want to help people; they just let them just lag around.
Find their way.
Yeah. But that's not the case with our pastor and first lady, because They stick together. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
yes, they
indeed.
do.
And guys, they will be married 40 years. 40 years.
Good God
in
Almighty.
April. So we're going to already say they've been married 40 years.
40
We're not
years.
going to wait. But phenomenal couple, very humble in what they do. And so we're just glad to be serving there at Christ Temple Apostolic Church, and just happy that they decided to be a part with us.
Yes.
We're excited about what God is doing. I would even say that with them, it was a healing place for us. And so, you know, we could not have this level of an amazing event and not honor them for their impact. Each person that we are honoring, they did something significant in our lives personally. So we just wanted to take this time to say thank you to them publicly, right? So y'all got to be there to meet them. So next we have the Ogletree.
That's Bishop. That's
Bishop John.
Bishop O.
Dr. Evelyn Ogletree, guys.
Study evolving.
They will be with us as well. What can you say about First Met?
Wow.
First Metropolitan Church. I mean, absolutely phenomenal.
Family oriented.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing that I think you recognized when you were talking to Pastor O, Bishop O the other day, you were congratulating him on his sons. His sons are pastoring, his sons are in ministry. And he's kind of this diverse type of pastor. You know, he's not just in a pulpit, but he's in a school district. He's a trustee for years, long-standing trustee on the school superintendent board, or, you know, school district board, however they frame them. But
Bishop Bo got that pull. You hear me? He got that pull.
But again,
he's an upstanding man, though.
Again, very humble. Very humble.
Yes. He don't walk with it on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And I remember when I went to his church for a men's conference, I still got the shirt. I think I had the shirt on one day. I did have the shirt on one day. We did an interview, and I ain't never kept nothing that long.
I know. No. It looked like some tarantulas.
That's in the back, though.
That's ate it up. You jumped in the shirt.
Hey, I've been moving around in that shirt, and so it means something to me.
But not just that, God has given us tremendous favor with pastors. He's given us tremendous favor. I remember just not long ago, we were on the phone with Pastor Reginald Devon, and literally he just took time to talk with us, to just share what he's doing in ministry, to listen to us. So I want to say about, I'm getting to a point. Let me make my point.
Make your point, baby.
So I'm getting to a point when one time when you call Bishop O, and, you know, it's like, I don't know, we're not traditional pastors. We're marketplace. Pastors just overseeing and connecting people. Our ability to connect people, that is our calling.
And that is a blessing.
And so that's what's going to happen at the Not Easily Broken. You're going to meet somebody there that has your destiny, has a key to your destiny, your next spot. So we're just that bridge to help you to make that connection, to help you to bridge those missing pieces that you hadn't been able to connect, just whether it's in business, ministry, whatever. But let me finish my point. My point was that Randy called Bishop O on the phone, and you could tell he was like, Randy, I'm in a meeting right now. I'm going to call you right back. And so what honor of a man of his magnitude, been pastoring for a long time, and to have that type of level of respect where they will definitely take our calls at any time. So
pass the salt. That's an inside joke right there, y'all. Pass the salt. Yeah. Hey there, Pastor. My pastor on the line too.
Yes.
You know what? I just love it when a plan come together.
Yes.
And when God is in control, that's what happens.
That's
what happens. And so
they will be married 50 years. 50. They will be married 50
Bishop
years
O
in April. So we're going to
Lord.
go ahead and give it to them. They've been married 50 years,
married
y'all. 50 years.
Good
and
God,
the last but not least, guys,
all right.
the last honoree that we're honoring.
Come on.
April the 2nd.
Come on.
Saturday, April 2nd
at
Houston Baptist University from 9 to 2 with phenomenal speakers. It's going to be incredible. The last one is the Cummings.
That's right.
Claude Cummings Jr. and also Dr. Ruth Cummings. She just celebrated her 70th birthday last week.
This is a beautiful couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Humble, Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, don't let a lot of stuff get next to him. Don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
He loved the Lord. I think he probably wrote some of that song right there. Yeah.
And they are a power couple of just parenting. We watch them.
Wow.
Power couple of parenting. We watch them make huge sacrifices. We know at least for their son, and I'm sure they have other children, 3 other children as well.
Amen,
but in particular
Pastor.
for their son, and he is a pastor, and they've been doing storefront church, and just recently he made sure that his legacy had a secure place.
That's right.
To have a worship place forever, basically. And he is the deacon.
Is he on?
Hey, that's your daddy. That's right. That's your daddy. We are honoring them. And Pastor Claude, I hadn't seen your name on the list. I know you've been working hard, but you're gonna be on that list. But we want to say we honor them, Claude Cummins Jr. and Dr. Ruth. We cannot say. You see Dr. Ruth, she's a very quiet person, but she is a force to be reckoned with.
And guess what?
She owns her own printing company. Major printing company.
Yes.
She is authorized to print political marketing stuff. You have to have a certain number, certain code to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a phenomenal parent. So they're the power couple of parenting.
Power couple of parenting.
Yeah.
One thing I like about Miss Ruth, or should I just say
Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth,
yes,
is that whatever they're doing, she got her hands on it.
Yeah.
If they're lifting something, she got her hands on it.
Present.
She's present. She gonna make it be known that she's not just the mother to sit around and talk about this and talk about that. And the times that I have sat down with at the table, with Claude III, wife and not wife, his mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting, I'm sitting right there and just in the middle of nothing but wisdom. And they was just giving it out. So I had my plate there. I was cheating and loading it up over there. And come on, give me some more. Listen, I was trying to get all I can get from these women because
and they love to sing.
They love both to sing. They both love those old time hymns. So y'all know I was enjoying it. I fit right in. And guess what? I was able to sing among them because we was all on the same note. You hit listen, baby. You can sing. You can sing. But guys, the reason why we're here is because we are honoring these power couples, the Rogers, the Alexanders, the Allens, the Cummings, and the Ogletrees. The Cummings have been married 50 years as well, guys. Last year, they made 50 years. And it's just been amazing to see the love, the unity that this family continues to permeate. Now, I'm getting a little emotional because here is the breaking news to all of you guys. Here is the breaking news. When we knew we was going to have awards, late at night, I'm the one that kind of catch that midnight hour type swing. Randy gets up early. He has a prayer call. Oh, okay. My bad. He gets up early in the morning, like around 4:00 to prepare for 6:00 prayer. You feel got to be ready. I don't want to give him nothing that it got to be decent and in order. Get up. And where do you go? Where's your sanctuary? In my car. Yeah, that's where my podium is at. Every morning he gets up, go to the car, prepare his mind, whatever he does, and get ready for 6:00. I'll be ready. Prayer. We got people on from Boston. I'm gonna just tell you. Yeah. Atlanta, and if you Houston, of course, Virginia. We've been doing this for 3 years. LaPorte, yes. And so if there's a time that you want to meditate, like my boy say, meditate, he said. That's what he said. That's what the comedian had said. But listen. The number is 563-999-5291. That is 563-999-5291. And we'll post it on the KingCast page. We have a flyer. Post it. Guys, 6:00 prayer, Monday through Friday. But I catch the tail end of the evening. So when we get off here, I'll fix Randy's dinner, and then I'll go sit in my chair, and then I'll work for the entire evening. And that's kind of where I can get a lot done, because now everybody has gone to sleep and I can get things done. You calling me everybody? No.
The phone is everybody, emails everybody.
Okay. All right.
You know, Zooms. You know, I've been on 3 Zooms today, so it's been kind of crazy.
Okay.
But crazy good.
Now, back to the.
Okay, so I was just thinking, I was like, okay, we really want to honor these power couples. We want to, you know, be able to not just say, here's an award, but we wanted to have some strength or some emphasis, some thought really behind it. So I came across that video that we shared earlier, and who, I mean, better than Dr. Miles and Ruth Monroe to have an honor name behind your award. Kingdom View has been around for over 11, 12 years. And one of the persons that really inspired us to do what we do is Dr. Monroe. We spend time with him.
And being there at that time when we was in that class.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
when you had already
4-hour lecture.
You had already drilled me. Listen, baby, you can't be getting up. You listen. I'm sitting on the first row. I'm glad the first row was I think we got the second row.
I don't know, but you were very new then. You weren't ready.
Brand new.
Yeah, you weren't ready for
Sitting,
that. For 4 hours.
Yeah,
we sat for lectures, and it happened twice, really.
But I wanna fast forward to something that he told you. He walked up to Michelle. And well, prior to that, I asked him if I could do a video with my wife.
You did.
And then he walked over to her because she was already had all the teeth showing in the back, just like that right there, y'all. Yeah, and when he walked up to her, he's picked up in the spirit that she's an agent of change. Got it on video. You know me. I'm gonna get the pictures and I'm gonna get the video.
So, guys, you know, when you want to use a name of that magnitude, you just can't do that. Don't just do that. Even, you know, just respect people's intellectual property. That is an intellectual property name. So reached out to a good friend to help us to connect with the family, because I had Sharissa's number, but I've switched phones so many times since then that I misplaced her number. So I wrote a letter requesting that we be able to use and honor their parents as part of this this conference, Power Conference. As we looked at power couples around the world, they were an icon for marriage.
Yes,
he loved his wife, and she loved him. And so, got a call this morning from Sharissa, and she said, "Absolutely yes." Absolutely, yes. Come to find out, God is faithful. So our power couples that we will be honoring on that day will receive the Dr. Miles and Ruth Monroe Legacy Award.
That's right.
And that's no small thing.
Well, God,
no small thing. We wanted them to know we're not just giving you something, but we're giving you a part of legacy. That you can hold on to, you can connect with, that we see you in the same light. We see the things that you will be able to do. There are no limits being a power couple that you will be able to do together, because the 3-stranded cord is not easily broken. So as long as you have the Holy Ghost with you, nothing else matters. So we want our power couples. Look at that. Just crazy. Jesus. But that's how much he meant to us, and for the family to say yes. We have more news coming later. We can't tell you all the details right now, but I'm telling you, as soon as we said, God, we commit this work to you. We don't have all of the resources. We don't know how all of this is going to happen, but we stepped out on faith, and we just been watching God. We've been watching him just make things happen, because you take time to honor who he is, and then you honor people. And that's one of the things our pastor, has been telling us there at the church. You honor up, you honor down, you honor all around. So I really hope we see more of that. We see people appreciating. Honey, get our charger, because the thing is going to go out.
Here you go. Stay here and talk.
Stay here and talk. So I really hope that, we see more of that, just honoring people give, respecting they give, and acknowledging. It would have been shame of us to say we giving this, Dr. Miles and Ruth Monroe award and had not consulted the family. I think in our culture we could do a better job of making sure that we honor, the gift of people who have labored for the knowledge and for the strength that they have. So we wanted to make that major announcement. We're going to have more announcements coming. A lot of things are in development. So we want to make sure that you guys are definitely connected to the things that are happening. Another announcement that we have is this Thursday at 8 p.m. We have none other than his radio name is JJ Williams. He's on KWWJ, but his actual legal name is Eric and Welaine Johnson will be with us on this Thursday night. A phenomenal couple. Actually, today is their 8th anniversary. So we said happy anniversary to them on today. And so we're just excited about what God is doing. And I want to tell each one of you guys that there is no limit. If I could sing it, I would sing it to you. There's no limit to what God can do. What he's done for others, guys, he can do the same for you. With his hands wide open. Y'all know, I know all the words to these songs, he'll welcome you, but you got to make that first step. Stop limiting yourself because of what you see. It's just Randy and I, and we trust the downloads that we get from God. And I'm telling you, one of the things that God, and I have to say this, and I'm glad we're by ourselves tonight. Normally we have a guest on, but I'm glad we're by ourselves because we want to share our process. Our process has been, people that we know that we've worked with in the past that we reached out to, and we said, okay, guys, we're having this conference or whatever. It's been crickets, but that's been good. So when I'm saying that to say that I've taken it to bed, and before I go to bed, God has had me pray the prayer of Jabez. Oh, Lord, that you would enlarge my territories, that you would bless me indeed, that you would keep your hand upon us, and that you will allow no evil to come upon us. The prayer of Jabez has really, before I touch that bed, that's what I speak of. So one night I did that, and you could jump in whenever you're ready. One night I did that, and I went to sleep. And what God showed me was that in that room would be a room full of people that I did not even know. And I'm telling you, it is a testament of what the registration has been. We've had people from Kansas, people from Shreveport, people from Virginia. We have some people from Atlanta that are saying, how can we get there? And how can we be a part of that? Even so much so, one sister, her name is Net Robinson, and you're going to see in a couple of weeks, we're doing a wives talk on the Power Couple conversation with Kendra and some of the other ladies. We're going to be right here. Even so much so, we had to connect and talk. She said to me, they do marriage ministry. She does wife coaching. And so she's been doing this ministry for a while. And so she saw our flyer, but before she saw our flyer, her and her husband were about to do another event. That event, she said, the Lord told her to hold up. And she said, Michelle, you won't believe in March what we were going to be doing. The name of that event was going to be Not Easily Broken. In Kansas, we connected with a couple, and they wanted to connect. They saw what we were doing, and they connected with us. The name of their ministry is called Not Easily Broken.
Jesus.
The only difference is the brand master's on this one, and Not is spelled with a K. That's the only difference. It's Not Easily Broken, but the same scripture, the same concept. So I just want to share a part of our process, because when you look at us, don't look at us as people who have made it. Look at us as people who are being processed by the process.
I want to say this here, that the cliche that God gave us long time ago.
Okay.
You remember the cliche he gave us?
Which one?
We be alive.
Oh, yeah.
And we help people.
And that's kingdom. That's what we do.
When you helping somebody, you're applying a principle that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
That what you make happen for others,
God is gonna make happen for you.
You ain't got. Listen, He said, you take one step, I take two. That's not even fair.
Yeah.
And so when people now, good friends, and then some guys that just talk to me for a moment. The next time they do talk to me, they say, "Hey, Bishop, look at here." But I'm
Randy been everything.
Hey,
He been
listen,
Bishop. I was like,
I mean, I've gotten
We talking about the
scared
same
when
person?
they call me. They
and
call
it's
me
been lately. They say,
sometimes.
Pastor. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
I waited. I waited.
We're not about no titles. I just
No,
need to let y'all know that. Okay.
no.
Okay.
Just
But
just
it's funny
normal,
to hear that.
normal people, and people asking me, "Am I a pastor?" And so I just thank God. I thank God for all of it. The crazy faith that we do have, it has been used.
Yeah.
It has been used. And guess what? When you get the book, because you're getting surfers now. When you get the book, we diving in. We diving in. And so everything that somebody probably considered to be a secret, we was on hush mouth grace. Hush mouth.
Oh, can
grace.
y'all believe Randy held the
listen, it was for such a time
as this.
You better hear what I say.
I want to go back to what Pastor put in the comment section when we was talking about the prayer of Jabez. After that prayer, it ended with what he put on the screen, and it says, "And God granted him that which he requested." And so
I drank to that, Pastor. It's that water, though. It's that water now. It's just straight water.
So all roads.
That's
I don't
right.
care what freeway you're on. 45, 59, I-10, 610, 288, Beltway South,
The
North,
feeder.
the feeder.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
All of them
All
are going to
roads
lead
lead
to HBU College.
Houston Baptist
That's
University on April the 2nd. If you have not registered, go ahead and register. Let me challenge you. Yes, let me challenge you. If you know a couple
There you go.
who needs to come, invite them. If you know a couple that needs to come and they cannot afford to come, sponsor them.
And guess what? We're not just saying it.
Yeah.
Because we did. I brought it to Michelle.
Yeah.
I want to sponsor somebody, and guess what? That's what we did.
We did.
It's not about the money. It's about, because see what you guys
we didn't sponsor them because we like the host of the thing. We literally paid. We paid. Okay. I just want to be clear.
And so when people see all of these people gather, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it quickly. That God is something else.
And just before we got on, we got a call from Virginia, from Apostle Bracelton's headquarters, and they're super duper excited. They're seeing all of the promotions and all of the things that are going out, and they're just godly proud to be asked to come to Houston. And so we're excited about having them. And it takes work, to have this caliber of people come to us. And more importantly, is for all of our impartation. As we're sitting there together. So we don't have nobody singing. We don't have no choir. We don't have no solo.
It's about impartation. It's
bring
about
your notebook.
You better bring your
pad,
note.
your pen, whatever.
The generals are coming.
Now, you cannot video the event. We will not be videotaping. So if you think you're going to see it on Facebook, we're going to be, no. We actually have a team that will be looking for people, streaming.
That's their job.
We want to do that because you invested to come. We want you to get
Enjoy
all you need.
Enjoy it.
And do that. So you won't be able to video. However, we will be videoing, and you will actually get a copy of that video with, having come to the conference. So, and it will be a coded. I'm sorry, I'm being too technical.
You're being too technical.
Okay, but I was just giving instructions.
Yeah, you coming strong.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
But I like it.
Okay, so you will not be able to videotape at all. No, you can take pictures. We will be taking pictures, of course. We love taking
and we're gonna
pictures.
hashtag it and put what? Not easily broken.
Not easily broken, and then we also have KEB. I think it's KEB 2022, something like that. You'll have it on your
site. Guys, listen.
Amazing. Hello, Landrum.
I am truly
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
I mean, this I can't just act up, but I'm excited about what God is doing. I'm excited. I really am, because I know without a shadow of a doubt where we were.
And let me say this publicly to our PR team. Let me tell you, that is Randy and Kendra Adams and Randy Harden. They have been on it. And I want to say publicly, thank you to each one of them. They have been on inviting people, inboxing people, telling them to get there.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't say Kendra in one voice.
Oh, and I
one
Jesse.
breath without saying Jesse.
Jesse, yeah.
Jesse, and my new brother. We've been brothers, but it was a gap between the relationship. It was a pause. And so I thank God for timing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Timing is perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
So they have intentionally, been posting the flyers on the timeline, on their stories, and sharing it with their church. And so I just want to say publicly to my husband, even though, we're doing it together, he works very hard to make sure that we do our part. So when we show up, man, we don't care how many people are there. We know that we've done our part.
One more big ups to one person.
Okay.
Chief.
Mr.
Morris Parsons himself. You guys will see. You will see the this guy here. He's gonna be he's gonna have his hands full.
He's actually producing the event. He's producing the whole show, the whole event, not show, but when we talk production, that's basically the language that we use. So we're so grateful that he's been a mentor, coach to us, really pushing and advising us on a lot of different things. Because sometimes, in this journey, when you're planning something together, and it's funny because even Rod and Tracy and Rodney, I always get a chance to see them live in action. It's just funny to me. I love the way they interact or whatever, but sometimes we don't always, like be on the same page. And so Randy is like, he's thinking one way and I'm thinking another way. And Randy always thinks that Chief is on my side. He's always on the right side. So even if it was me, he'll say, Michelle, that ain't, I would rethink that. But it just so happens that most of the time, Randy is on the other side.
See, if we learn to do that right there, I'm telling you.
But we have fun.
Your marriage will be fantastic. It will be great. And so it's because that's what the guy told me. He said, if you can learn these 2 words, yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
You right. My question was when he said, if you can learn how to say you right. I said, how about she wrong? He said, man, she ain't never wrong. I said, what? Who's never wrong but God? Yeah, so
he gave you.
But I learned.
We are wrong sometimes, and the greatest humbling thing is when you admit it immediately. I've been working on that for a long time, but I'm getting better.
So the song that Maze them brought out.
What's that?
You are wrong.
Is that a song?
That's Maze.
Is that the words to the song?
No,
I didn't think so. Don't be messing with those people's songs.
They legends, ain't they?
Guys,
that's right.
It's 52 after. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for sharing this moment. Go out, register, share the poster. I mean, I'm telling you, marriages, not because they are in trouble. He's telling me to sit up. Y'all saw him telling me to sit up.
Yeah, they
saw you though, babe. Yeah. They saw you.
Get up.
Okay. But not that marriages are in trouble, that we need this level of impartation. It's because there is a purpose for us to do. There's a work for us to accomplish. And if we don't spend time developing, if we don't spend time working on us, if we don't spend that time, we will never, be fulfilled in the purpose in which God connected us together. There are no marriages in heaven. None.
Because you know what you told me? You told me how important, and I want you to get the mic back. You told me long. That's my Bernie Mac impersonation right there.
Okay.
Long time ago that relationships are so important.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that, but then I followed suit, and I saw that it was very important that I hold on to relationships.
Yeah. It is
even the new ones, which I was loving that. you know, meeting new people that you introduced me to. This girl is amazing. Yeah, simply
amazing, honey.
amazing.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up. You guys gotta go, but keep praying for us.
Go register. Go register.
Can I do my own closing? You do your own close.
Go it on, baby. You right.
Okay.
You right. Yeah, you right.
Thank
Tracy,
you guys.
You right.
Thank you guys.
You get it right. You get it right. You get it right. You get it right. You get it right.
Thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you, more importantly, for praying for us. And thank you so much for registering. Thank you for inviting others. We thank you in advance because April the 2nd is going to be all about you getting your impartation as to what God has for you. No matter whether you've been married 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30, 40, 50 years, God has something designed especially just for you.
Listen, you guys, come out. noteasilybroken.org. You
Yes.
go take a look at it for yourself. I'm texting and calling everybody. Half of them I don't even know, but it's nothing wrong with me giving information.
Yeah.
I think that's the stigma that we need to get out of.
That's
that when
true.
information comes, don't take it as gossip. And if it is gossip, listen, do something with that. Something with that. But if it's information that's positive, pass it to somebody else.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this summit a successful event because God told us.
Yeah.
He's standing with us on this.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
because what it says is that where there's two or more gathered, that the
He
whole
will be in the midst.
in the
He will be
midst.
And the other scripture to that is that where there's unity, God commands a blessing.
Wow.
So as long as we are unified, as long as we are on one accord, as long as we are focused on that one goal, no matter what it is,
one. That's what it say. That's Maze.
Then God commands the blessing.
Y'all come out.
So I
Go
also
register.
want to recap real quick.
Yes.
So the Ogletree's 50 years, Cummings 50 years, the Allens 40 years, the Alexander 35 years, the Rogers 3 years. If you add all that up, we're gonna have a lot of wisdom in that room. And that's even as we looked at the registration, that was the one question that we asked. There are people that's been
That's
married.
143 years you just called out, right?
Did you? No, I think it's more than that.
You said 250 years, right?
50, that's 100. 40. Oh, honey, you're so smart. No, you forgot Tracy now. So that's 140. That's 35. That's one.
That's a lot of experience, wisdom, and knowledge. 178
years of experience. We know y'all figured that a long time ago. I wish it was some dollars. I wish it was some dollars. But anyway, recap, we're honoring, but God released the Monroe family for the awards to be named. And this is from here to we don't do it anymore.
And we're going to talk about it more.
Yeah, we got more to report, but we only can say this much tonight. Dr. Miles and Ruth Monroe Legacy Awards.
Wow. What can you say?
God bless you.
God is something else.
God bless you. So much more to come. I mean, it's just been amazing a day that we worked hard today. We ran around the island today because God was just doing so much. So now I got to get off here and I really got to go back to work. I got to go do work.
Can we run the commercial?
Yeah, we're going to run a commercial. Right. Thank you guys so much for being on. Everybody who's been on, share this video. Just like it, share it, go ahead. And even when you come back and you watch it later, thank you for checking us out. And thank you for praying for us. And thank you for keep talking about the conference.
Yes.
Landra, we love you, girl. We hope you can come down and be with us. We would love to see your face in the place.
Yes.
That's our sister from Atlanta, Georgia. And she's in the city of Atlanta, but you know, all parts of it is Atlanta.
All right. Until next time.
You gonna pray?
And it will be a next time. Father in heaven, I come to you right now, just thanking you for this time, Father, with our family, with our friends, Father. We thank you right now for our sisters that have gotten on the line, for our pastor that have gotten on the line, First Lady, our First Lady, Regina Allen. Father, we thank you right now for all the gifts and the talents that you've given Michelle and I. And we ask that you just continue to bless us and move forward. Father, I just thank you right now.
Thank you.
For my mother that's on the line.
Yes.
Father, I thank you right now, Father, for my mother in love, Father, right now. Father, I thank you for just their support the extra little push that we get from them.
Yes.
And Father, I ask that you bless the airwaves of this Facebook Live, and what we have more to introduce, that you give us the power that we need.
Yes.
And because it's all about you, Father. It's all about you. And so let me end with this. We build lives.
We help
and
people.
we help people. And that's kingdom.
God bless you guys. Good night. I'm going to run this commercial. Y'all check it out. See y'all April the 2nd. Go ahead and register.
Attend the Not Easily Broken Summit. One day only, Saturday, April 2nd, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event will be held at Houston Baptist University. Keynote speakers, Apostles Tony and Cynthia Brazel.
He will not let you down. Your expectation will not be cut off. It will not be denied. God will see to it that you get whatever he has for you. If you just simply hold on. Immediately. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it feels like. Doesn't matter what it sounds like. When you have a touch of faith, immediately, you know within yourself that you've been made.
Some people don't want to be well. Some people like people pitying over them and leaning over them and saying, oh, baby, baby, baby. No! So Jesus is saying to this man, what he say, dude, do you want to be healed? Do you want to come out of that debt? Do you want to come out of that sickness? Do you want to come out of that failed marriage? Do you want to come out of that bad relationship? Do you want to be healed of your rejection and all your hurt and all of your pain and all your disappointments? Do you want to be healed of your bitterness and your unforgiveness? Do you want me to heal you?
Guest speaker, Apostle Charles Perry of Word of Restoration International Church.
I am Apostle Charles Perry, Senior Pastor of Word of Restoration International Church. Join me on Saturday, April the 2nd at 9 a.m. for the Power Couple Summit. I will be sharing on the biblical principles of money in marriage. And you can register at the link below, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Word of God. The Bible said Jesus spoke to that tree and said, no man will eat fruit of thee hereafter forever. Watch the next part of that verse. And his disciples heard it. You doing too much whispering. You grew up in a house that I grew up in. Big mama say, what all that whispering for over there? What y'all whispering? Why are you whispering? Speak the word. Stop whispering and speak the word of God. Speak with boldness. Speak with power. Speak with some fervency. Open your mouth and say what God said. Call that thing that be not as though they were. Talk to the devil and let him know, no, devil, not today. You got the wrong one.
And story time with Dr. Michael and Sharon Stevens. April 2nd. All roads lead to HBU for the Power Couple Summit. VIP packages include 2 signature event shirts, reserved seating, and a special gift from the hosts, Randy and Michelle Harden. Get your tickets today. NotEasylyBroken.org. We look forward to seeing you there.